Hello, good evening and welcome to the business news segment on News 360. My name is Martin Asiedu Daten here. Your business is my business. To the details now, and the Association of Ghana Industries, AGI, is asking government to take a second look at the tax build-up component of the utility tariffs. This follows complaints of high electricity costs by members of the association who say they can no longer afford the price increment.
Members are paying more than the agreed utility tariffs announced by the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission in December 2015. There are fears the tariffs are forcing many of the firms to either downsize or close down their businesses. The Chief Executive Officer of the association, Seth Chuma, said the increments, as shown by some members, ranges between 350 and 790%. He says government must intervene in the situation.
I think that the tax component, the energy charge, is very high. If you put it together, it's more than 27%, the taxes alone. And we think that at this particular moment, when industries are struggling, we should look at the tax component and we should not deny the utility companies of the needed funds to do the business, so we can be sure of reliable supply. However, the tax element is not part of the actual generation, and therefore that has to be looked at.
Well, according to some of the industry players, high tariffs are making them produce low-quality products since they could not pass on the utility costs to their customers. Mr. Kwaba, however, welcomed the Energy Ministry's decision to establish a task force that will monitor and audit metering systems of both domestic and commercial users.
Part of the complaints from our members was that they've had challenges with the way the billing is done. And it's one of the major reasons why we had this discussion, that they should bring their bills because they didn't have understanding of it. And I think it's been acknowledged that there's probably something wrong with the metering process. That's why we've heard the minister saying that they are coming up with a task force to monitor the metering and be sure that everything is in place.
All right, in other business news this evening, prices of local foodstuff have stabilized over the past week. Latest figures released by research agency Isoko on Friday show that general stability was maintained across the major markets in the country. Both wholesale and retail prices of staple foods such as maize, cassava, yam and rice either remained same or reduced. On your screens now, we'll be seeing shortly the details of the food prices. So since it is Friday, we would want to find out how your stocks closed on the Ghana Stock Exchange. So we go straight to the Ghana Stock Exchange to find out how trading ended today.
Total traded shares went up by 1,943% following the exchange of 5.6 million shares, which was valued at 10.8 million cedis, an increase of 2,136% compared to last week. Enterprise Group Limited recorded the highest traded shares in the week after contributing 3,218,300 of total traded shares, representing 57%. Gainers for the week were Ecobank Transnational Incorporated, appreciating 5.56% in value, and Farm Milk 4.29%.
ATI has some agreement with Old Mutual and they provide some bank assurance, but they have expanded that agreement so that it's going to include some asset management from the Old Mutual group. So I think that investors may be seeing that it could also bring some good returns to the equity. So people may be looking at taking their positions, and that could have led to the price appreciation for ATI.
Losers for the week were Standard Chartered Bank, losing minus 5.54% of its value, Ecobank Ghana Limited, minus 1.77%, Societe Generale Ghana, minus 1.30%, and Cowbank, minus 1.23%.
So let's find out how the various commodities closed on the international market, and we're certainly starting with the first one, which will be gold. And there was a reduction of negative 0.12 percentage points, and we'll go to the next commodity, which would be cocoa, because Ghana is a producer of cocoa, and there has been a 0.66 percentage increase in the production of cocoa, closing at $2,912.00 on the international market. Next commodity we are turning our attention to is cotton, and clearly it also saw a marginal increase of 1.13 percentage points and closing at $61.74 on the international market. And also coffee closed at $124.70 on the international market, an upward change of 0.75%. And finally we'll be looking at crude, all important crude, also closed at 48.46. It's been hovering between 48, 49, 47, but today the closing figures are $48.46, and then there was a decline actually of 0.37 percentage points. All right, so that'll be it for business on News360. My name is Martin Esiedudati. Thank you for investing your time with us. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.